Fleeing on foot, carrying all their worldly possessions, the highway out of quarantine Bogota has become dotted with hundreds of homeless, hungry Venezuelans attempting to walk back to their battered country. Ruth Salas and her family worked as street vendors, but with the lockdown they ran out of money and ended on the streets.
There was no one left to sell to. How were we supposed to survive?
The police even prohibited us from being outside. We live hand to mouth, day by day. How can we pay the daily rent? How can we eat?
In recent years, more than 4 million Venezuelans fled to other South American countries, escaping the economic collapse in Venezuela. Some had managed to earn a meager but decent living, like the Ruiz, who worked in a car wash. Leaving was an agonizing decision.
There's nothing left to do here. We lost our jobs, and we can't count on getting help from the government.
Until 2 weeks ago, when the lockdown started, Venezuelan migrants in difficulty had access to some form of assistance. But since then, shelters, migrant centers, and soup kitchens have all closed, leaving them with no help at all. The government has increased the number of cash transfers to some struggling families, but it's not enough. Bogota's mayor said that at least for now, temporary shelters being built in the city were exclusively for vulnerable Colombians. The doors of Catholic relief organizations are closed with no official date for reopening. Father Wilfran Olaya says the fear of contagion and the excessive number of people in need left them with no other option.
We don't have the resources nor the space to deal with this pressure, and we're seeing that the mayor and the government are passing responsibility to one another because the number of people in need is simply too high.
Back on the highway, the Ruiz stopped to catch a breath and firm up their bags. They estimate it will take them 15 days to get to the border. They know the situation back home will be equally tough, but at least they say they'll have a roof over their heads and their family nearby to help as much as they can. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.